Hi, I'm Kirsten Sutherland, CEO of Arteriel. I am delighted to be here in Northwest Arkansas, along with our COO, Bruce Worrell. We love art. We love the ability of art to inspire, surprise, delight, comfort, educate, or challenge us, whether we experience art in a museum, gallery, or public space, or as a breathing snapshot of our life's moments. What moves one person can bore another, but that's the beauty of art. Like music, it is very personal. I was very fortunate over 20 years ago to work with Bill Gates through his image licensing company, Corbis, where we are at the forefront of digitizing the power or realizing the power of digital imagery, representing the world's finest art, photography for museums, archives, artists, and photographers. However, we were just in the early days of trying to understand how the world wanted to digest, consume, and pay for this new digital content. There are millions of digital images from hundreds of thousands of art sources. But to date, there is no integrated platform to license, manage, secure rights, distribute, and market artists and museums' digital images. The current complexity of piecemeal solutions limits access, distribution, and revenue potential. At the same time, consumers are challenged to efficiently discover art and imagery relevant to them. Arteriel meets the needs of both sides of the marketplace. Fortunately, we have an ideal business model to emulate from the music industry, as they are tackling similar issues of ethical compliance around creator rights and artist payments, as was the case with Napster when it launched in 1999. iTunes came along and solved the rights management, marketing, tracking, and compensation needs of the musicians worldwide. The launch of Pandora and Shazam provided personalized music discovery with associated e-commerce platforms, maximizing museums' revenues. Netflix has done the same thing for movies and TV content. Arteriel Innovative Technology Platform will disrupt and transform how consumers will discover, access, and even display art. We are establishing data integrity, security, and mutability for all stakeholders worldwide while boosting the value of art, image copyrights globally. We're building a trusted marketplace, empowering art buyers and sellers with innovative solutions. This creates new commercial opportunities and meets the needs of artists, content creators, collection holders, and consumers. Our blockchain art registry, using smart contracts, expedites the transparent, timely, and equitable compensation to collection and right holders for permission distribution of their works. Integrated smart frame functionality protects works and helps optimize the customer viewing experience. Comprehensive marketing tools optimize the revenue potential by embedding direct print-on-demand marketing messages and links. We empower users with a comprehensive integrated suite of marketing and e-commerce functionality to monetize their collections through on-demand products. Our art discovery app combines basically Shazam for art with a Pandora for art experience, allowing consumers to efficiently find personally relevant art, save, share, or purchase reproductions from viewed works in museums, galleries, or even from a book or catalog. Our high-quality, affordable on-demand products meet and supersede the expectations of both museum visitors and art consumers to connect with their favorite works of art. We've completed much of the upfront platform and the Discovery app, but the blockchain art registry and the integration still need to be completed before our official January 2021 launch. We attribute our progress to date from a combination of leveraging relationships and partnerships. Our team has worked with museums for years, but our new partnership with Ernst & Young Microsoft will leverage their gaming platform, blockchain platform, and we will showcase our solutions through the Microsoft Libraries and Museum Digital Transformation Initiative. Our global fulfillment and distribution partners will assist us to become the market leaders, providing immense value to our artists, rights holders, and consumers. The market is ready-made. It just needs expanded art discovery and supply chain solutions to assist artists and rights holders to reach buyers when they are in what we call heightened interest mode, meaning while they are visiting museums, galleries, or when viewing or searching for art from their home or office. With 850 million museum visitors a year in the US alone, we believe we can meet the market need to service this engaged customer both in and out of the museum. We have assembled a brilliant core team, each with their own expertise across essential components of the Arteriel value chain, from museum content, rights and partnerships, to print and color management, to blockchain image recognition and systems integration technologies, to marketing and finance. our founding team continues to attract top talent who come with a passion and dedication to making life better with art. With this newly created, what we call the Center of Integrity-Driven Personalized Art Distribution, we will support hundreds of thousands of museums, galleries, artists, and millions of art lovers and buyers worldwide. Arteriel earns revenues through a percentage of the art registry-based transactions and SaaS marketing tool licensing fees. We project revenues to grow to $200 million a year within 5 years. We are currently seeking, I guess it's clicking right. We are currently seeking, there it goes. Okay, I'm sorry. We are currently seeking $1.5 million to complete our build out of our blockchain art registry, integrate our marketing services technology platform to reach break even in early 2022. Many thanks. Look forward to hearing your questions.
All right. Are there any questions?
Please fire away. Take advantage of that chat box as well, if you like.
You have a comment. What a beautiful deck. Well done.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful deck.
Definitely, you have deep expertise about art. Why would you like to include blockchain, and why you would like to include blockchain now?
Because the integrity of the payments that have gone to artists currently and actually forever in the past, have been inconsistent and in many times non-existent. So we look to the blockchain because of the integrity of the transparency and the ability to pay the artist in real time. Similar as I mentioned, we're building on top of the Microsoft gaming platform, and they had the same issue where it was taking them months to actually pay the publishers of the gaming components, and now they do it in minutes.
So I agree. So the payment is a problem, transparency. But with or without being transparent, this industry still exists. So what change will you make? Like, are you making an incremental change or a significant change? Like, artists will like, okay, this is my life-changing experience.
I believe that. So we have what we are calling the art registry. And the art registry is basically the interface in order for the artists and museums and collection holders to input their assets, their images, and all the metadata and the permissioned uses. So they can decide they want to use, they'll agree to prints and, and editorial works, but they won't work for other commercialization, whatever the case may be. So the ability of the blockchain to basically then manage the uses that they have defined, as well as as I say, the royalties, which have a very standardized royalty system, so that in every case, in every transaction, all stakeholders are paid, whether there's, an artist rights holder, an image holder, sometimes there's a trademark or brand holder that has to get paid. So in all cases, it basically defines that, where the transaction's coming from, and then builds out the fees that go to the appropriate parties.
Sorry, that didn't answer the question. And the reason I'll give
We're
you
not on Bitcoin, so we're on fiat. I mean, we're transferring. You want to answer, Bruce?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead, repeat your question again. I just want to make sure. I'm going to jump in. So you're asking, is it incremental or revolutionary?
Yeah, so think about, so this being transparent right now is in food security. So what happens is, if you use a blockchain, you can trace back that bad food in like 2 hours versus 2 months.
Okay.
That is called an effect. So this, what you're saying being transparent is just not in arts. Blockchain technology leverages a lot of things, but the outcome, we got to go to the outcome. You keep telling me that there is data and yes, there is a data. But if industry has to shift, and if it's already been working and people were suffering, right, for 100+ years, you got to do something really significant to say, okay, as I gave you example of food security using blockchain. So bad food can be traced in 2 hours versus 2 months. So what do you bring on table?
So it's the significant, as I said, the transparency of the transactions and the immediacy of the transaction.
Well, in addition to that, there are many cases where people are not getting paid. They're not getting compensated for their works. So there, I would say this is in many ways it's incremental. It's a speed to market. It's kind of like the scenario that Kirsten described, where with gaming providers, there's an efficiency, there's a credibility in terms of the capabilities, but the entire blockchain is only one component of Arteriel, right? So there's also the marketing and the personalization elements. Really, what Arteriel brings together is not just the blockchain, but it's just having something on a blockchain is great. But at the end of the day, these marketers, these artists, and these museums, they need additional reach. They need additional business to monetize their collections, right? So we bring that as well. So it's really a combination of things.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's a question from Taylor Ferreras. Have you considered a valuation component?
The valuation of our company component.
Yes.
The value of the art.
Oh, the
Okay.
value of the art. So just to be clear, we're dealing with the digital representation of the original art. We are not dealing with original art. So which is actually a very important consideration, because we believe that the whole art market, and there are a lot of companies that are trying to use blockchain and other components in order to value art, is not an area we care to be in. So we have a very standardized value that we pay for reproductive uses from the images of these collections. Again, not the original art. If that answers the question.